in the past. Let me tell you this. How many of you have ever driven on the Davidson Freeway? Okay. Well, that freeway is still a freeway because when Governor Engler threatened to close it and make it a local access road, I sued Governor Engler and his administration. And as a result of that lawsuit, they were forced to keep the Davidson Freeway open and to renovate it. And it's been there now for the last 30 years as a result of that effort. I'm not going to tell you about things that I will do. I'll talk to you about things that I have done. The 3 stadiums that are downtown, why are they downtown? Because when I was part of the McNamara and Duggan administration, I was instrumental in creating the contracts and doing all the things necessary. One, to bring the Lions downtown, and then to assist in the Comerica Park being put up. Those are tremendous assets for the city of Detroit, and I had a hand in both of those. Are y'all awake? All right. Now, at this time, I'm a public defender. And for those of you who don't know, a public defender is a criminal defense lawyer for poor people. And I want to talk to you just for a moment about some of that work that I do. Clients oftentimes find themselves faced with an offer before trial. They have the right under the Sixth Amendment to go to trial. But there's something known as the trial tax. And I'm sure that my colleague, Mr. Savitt, is familiar with the trial tax. What that means is if you dare go to trial, you will be facing a more severe penalty if you lose at trial than if you had taken an offer. The other day I had a client, and I just wrapped up a case, a homicide case, where my client was offered a sentence of 30 to 50 years, plus 2 for having a gun. That was a case that should have been charged at a much lower level. And ultimately, during the course of the trial, I was able to convince the jury that he should not be found guilty of armed robbery, he should not be found guilty of felony murder, nor should he be found guilty of second-degree murder. He was found not guilty on those charges. And it's one of those things that I fight for people that need fighting. People can talk about what they do for you. I do it each and every day and have done it throughout the past 30 years. As the general counsel of the Meyer Corporation, I urged the Meyer family to put stores in Detroit. When I was in that office as executive vice president and general counsel, there were no stores in Detroit. And as a result of my urging, they have now built 3 stores in Detroit, and it's my understanding that they intend to build a 4th and perhaps a 5th, helping to eliminate the food desert that Detroit was. I'm asking for your support, not because I need this job, but because I can do this job and will do it for the people that I live with. Each and every one of you in this 13th district, I've been here for most of the past 30 years. And I know the district well, and I also regret that there aren't 14 districts or 15 districts as there once were. But it's time for us to come back. And it's time for us to support somebody who has supported us. Somebody who has not talked about supporting us, but who actually has. My name is Bill Notes. And Mr. Chair, thank you for allowing me to address this august body.